Hello friends, this is Manoj from the Wall Street School. Over the last 12 years, we have helped thousands of CFA students clear their exam. Also, over the period of time, lot of international accounting courses have gained popularity in India, especially CPA. So, many students face doubts regarding which field is appropriate for them, accounting or finance, and many of them compare CFA and CPA. Friends, to cater this major dilemma of CFA versus CPA, we have specially made this video wherein we are going to cover brief overview, work profile and qualifications required for both the field. Difference between salary structure of CFA and CPA and career trajectory after you clear CFA vis-a-vis CPA. So watch this video till end. Let's get started.
Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to talk about CPA and CFA. I'll be differentiating between these two courses on the basis of 10 points and will help you to conclude whether you should be going for CFA or CPA or something else. Okay, so let us start. The points on which I'll be distinguishing CPA and CFA will be organizing body, the subjects that you have to study in CPA and CFA, the job areas where a qualified CPA or CFA works, what are your eligibility criteria, the duration or the time required to complete the course, difficulty level and pass percentage, the fee structure, the exam date and formats, what is initial median salary in India if you start working after qualifying CPA or CFA, and then I'll help you to conclude. So let us start. Firstly, organizing body. Okay, so talking about CFA Institute first. CFA Institute is responsible for conducting CFA exams and giving you membership, that is charter holder. Both the things are done by CFA Institute itself. But for CPA, one organization called as AICPA, that is American Institute of Certified Public Accountant, is responsible for conducting exams. But the licenses to practice as CPA is given by NASBA. NASBA is National Association of State Board of Accountancy. So what happens is different states in United States have their own accounting boards. These accounting boards come together and form an organization called as NASBA. So NASBA is responsible for giving you various licenses to practice, and CPA exams are conducted by AICPA. Okay. Now moving ahead, subjects. In CPA, you have studied only 4 subjects. One is auditing and attestation. One is financial accounting and reporting, business environment and concepts, and then regulation. 4 subjects are there. In CFA, there are 3 levels. These 3 levels have 10 subjects. So in level 1 and level 2, you have to study ethics, you have to study quantitative methods, economics, financial reporting and analysis, corporate finance, portfolio management, equity, fixed income, derivatives, and alternative investment. In level 1 and 2, you have to study all 10 subjects. But in level 3, there are only 7 subjects that you have to study. So you don't have to study quantitative methods, you don't have to study financial reporting, and you don't have to study corporate finance. Remaining subjects you have to study. See, CPA is a subject that is designed to make you a portfolio manager. A portfolio consists of various asset classes. May it be equity, fixed income, derivatives, some alternative asset class, the management of portfolio, understanding broader economic situations, and ethics and professional standards are of utmost importance because you're dealing with someone else's money. CPA is a course designed to make you an accountant. So you need to know how to audit, how to do financial reporting, you need to understand some financial calculations, and you need to be aware of the tax laws, right? Let us move ahead and let's talk about your job areas. So if you are going to study CFA, you can aim to become a portfolio manager, you can aim to get into investment banking, you can aim to get into private equity, corporate finance, you can become a financial advisor, equity research, basically all in all high level finance jobs. The gateway is opened after completing your CFA. But if you are doing CPA, then you will be auditor, maybe internal auditor for a company or a statutory auditor. You can be a public accountant, basically a chartered accountant of India. You can go to a very emerging domain nowadays called as forensic accountant, where you are trying to catch the frauds done by the company. Then you can act as a financial advisor. You can also go for taxations. You can advise companies or individual on their tax related matters also. Now, what is the eligibility criteria? For CPA, eligibility criteria is very complex. Therefore, I'll discuss CFA first and then I'll devote my attention towards CPA. So for CFA, you need to be in the final year of your bachelor's degree at the time of registration. So after completing your second year, you can register for CFA in simple terms. Okay. If in case you have already completed your bachelor's, obviously you can register. But if you don't have bachelor's or you are not in the final year of your bachelor's degree, then you need to have 4 years of experience of professional work, right? So you don't need to have experience of finance, any domain. If you have 4 years of experience, that is, you are mentally qualified, not by the terms of degree, but mentally qualified to get into a domain in which you will be managing someone else's money. The institute gives you the eligibility. For CPA, the first and foremost requirement is you cannot register before you attain 18 years of age. Okay. Other than this age criteria, there is no work ex required. Okay, so you can, without any work experience also, you can register for CPA. But you need credit hours. What is credit hours? For completing 1 year of college, you can say you will get 30 credit hours for 1 year of college. You need at least 120 credit hours, if not 150. So you need to complete 3 years of education in college plus 1 year extra. How will you get this 1 year? So maybe you can enroll for some post-graduation course, right? So bachelor's degree you have completed and you have enrolled for master's degree and have completed first year. Or if you have done some professional qualifications like chartered accountancy, then you become automatically eligible, right? This is the requirements for you to complete the exams. But for you to get license after completing the exams, you would want to practice as CPA. For that, you would want license. For licensing, like in India, the chartered accountants have to go through a rigorous 2.5-3 years of articleship. The similar kind of situation is applicable for CPA also. You need to complete 2000 work hours experience in the field of auditing or taxation or management consultancy under some licensed CPA. Basically, you have to do your internship or articleship. The cumulative duration is 2000 hours. And you also need to pass ethic exam for some states, right? So minimum 2000 hours of work experience, ethics exam, plus you have to clear your 4 papers to get your CPA license. Now let us move ahead and talk about the duration or time required to get qualified. So for CFA, you can complete CFA under 2 years. From the date of registration till the date of clearing all 3 exams, approximately you will take 2 years, right? You need 4 years of relevant work experience to apply for charter holder. So suppose you are in the 3rd year of your graduation, you applied and got registered in 2021, you completed your exams till 2023. Okay, but you don't have any work experience. So what you will write is level 3 cleared. You will not write a charter holder. For getting a charter holder, you will need 4 years of relevant experience in the field of in the domain of finance. If in case you get this 4-year work then only you can add a word charter holder. And before even, like suppose you are 28 years of age, because of some reason 21 to 24 you worked, so you have work ex of 4 years. So after like getting work ex of 4 years, you applied for CFA, you cleared all 3 levels, and now since you have 4 years of work experience, the relevant work experience, then you can directly like apply for charter holder. You need 4 years of work experience irrespective whether it is done before the clearing of exams or after clearing of exams, or maybe you can divide it into parts also, say 2 years before exams and 2 years after exam. But there should be relevant work experience that is in the domain of finance. For CPA, the duration required maximum is 18 months. Maximum, I am talking about max duration. That is, see, from the day you clear your exam number 1, any paper you give, you clear it, and then within next 18 months, you have to clear remaining paper. Right? So you can decide to sit for these papers individually, or you can give all 4 papers in one go, but you need to clear it within a slot of 18 months. If in case you are not able to clear it within the slot of 18 months, suppose you cleared 3 papers and you are not able to clear 1 paper, the validity of these 3 papers will also get exhausted after 18 months if you are not able to clear this paper. right? And for some states, you have to give ethics exam also to get your CPA licenses. Now let us move ahead. Pass percentage or difficulty level. So CPA is relatively easier course in terms of pass percentage in comparison to CFA. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken data. This is 2021 exams. So for 4 subjects in all the 4 quarters, the pass percentage you can see cumulatively was around 48, 62, 44 and 59%. So on an average, you can see it is around 50% for CPA exams for all 4 exams, right? For CFA level 1, on an average for last 10 years, the pass percentage is around 42%. Recently it dipped below, now again recovering. For level 2, it was around 45%, and for level 3, it is around 54%. So if in case you dream of passing exam in one go, so your joint probability of passing will be around 10%. So if in case you give level 1 exam, clear it, give level 2 exam, clear it, give level 3 exam and clear it, you are among the top 10% students. Okay, this is based on the historical data. Obviously your mileage may vary. Now let us move ahead and talk about the fee structure. Okay, so CFA fees and CPA fees is almost similar. Both the courses can be completed under 4 lakh rupees. When I'm talking about fees, I mean to say every expense required to complete the exam. For CFA, it includes your registration fees, exam fees, coaching fees, study material fees. Everything could be done under 4 lakh rupees. So you have to spend 4 lakh rupees over the course of tentatively 2 years. So it is 2 lakh rupees per year that you have to keep aside for your CFA exams. For CPA exams, you have to complete it in 18 months. So over the course of 18 months, you have to spend 4 lakh rupees. That will roughly translate to 2.66 lakh rupees per year, right? So the expense is same. It's just that CFA you have to do in smaller duration, therefore slightly on the higher side per year basis. Then the fees for CPA really depends upon the state for which you are applying. But all in all, it will cost you less than 4 lakh rupees. This includes everything: your application fees, your exam fees, your coaching fees, your NASBA fees, your study material. Everything could be done under 4 lakh rupees. Earlier, you are required to fly to Dubai or US to give your exams. But now CPA exams are permanently held in India. So you need to go to the location, the Prometric Center, where the CPA exams are conducted within India, and you can give these exams. Okay. Now let us move ahead and talk about exam date and format. CPA exam date and format is slightly complicated, so let us discuss CFA first. CFA level 1 exams are held 4 times in 1 year. Level 1 is held in Feb, May, August, November. Level 2 exams are held 3 times in a year: Feb, August and November. And level 3 exams are held 2 times in a year: May and August. So you have more than 1 attempt for every exam in a year. Okay. Now let's talk about CPA. CPA is after the time, like once you pay your registration fees, you will receive NTS. NTS is notice to schedule. This is basically a document that allows you to give exams, and this NTS is valid for 6 months. Okay. So after you receive this document, you will be able to schedule your testing date with some Prometric Center. Now that is available in India also. Now the exams are conducted in first 2 months. So it's like Jan, Feb there will be exams, March there will be no exams, a cooling off period. Then April, May there will be exam, June there will be no exams. July, August exam, September no exam. October, November exams, December no exams. So 2 months there are exams, and 1 month is no testing period. Okay. Regarding your exam windows, one thing is really important for you to know. You cannot appear for the same paper in the same testing window twice. What do I mean to say? Suppose you appeared for auditing and attestation paper, that is your AUD, in the month of January, and unfortunately you failed. You cannot register for it in the month of Feb. You have to wait for this testing window to get over, and then maybe you can register at the earliest for March to April testing window. Okay, so you cannot appear for same paper in the same testing window twice. Now let us move ahead and talk about exam format. For CFA level 1, level 2, level 3, the exam format is majorly MCQ. Okay, in level 3 you have some constructed response question. that is you have to give a written explanation of your answer. But for level 1 and level 2 it is majorly MCQ based. Okay, so in level 1 there will be 180 MCQs, 90 MCQ in session 1 and 90 MCQ in session 2, and each session is 135 minutes long. For level 2 there are no individual questions, there are vignettes. Vignettes are basically a case study. From that case study 3-4 questions will be asked. So in total there will be 88 MCQ questions, again divided into two parts, 44. Okay, with an optional break you can take between the sessions. And level 3 also, the session is 2 hour 12 minutes and you will be asked some MCQ questions and some constructed response question. For CPA each paper is 4 hour long. So this is also MCQ based, but see, in CFA all the questions are pre-decided. All the candidates who are giving the exam in different order will face the same question. But for CPA, the difficulty varies as you keep on giving correct or incorrect answer. Suppose you give this answer, this is correct answer, difficulty will slightly increase. Then you again gave a correct answer, difficulty will slightly increase. If you give incorrect answer, difficulty will decrease. So it's designed like that, a dynamic kind of question paper. Right? There are some task-based simulation, there are some written communication test, and then there are some MCQs. So there are around 60 to 70 MCQ in each paper. There are some task-based simulation for all paper, but written communication is only for BEC. Okay, so BEC written communication will ask you maybe to put down some journal entries, or maybe will ask you to reconcile accounts, maybe will ask you to fill some part of the report, something like that you have to type using keyboard, right? Okay, now let us talk about initial median salary in India. First of all, you need to understand, even if both the courses are from outside India, they are from USA, they are heavily recognized in Indian market, right? So if you have completed CPA, you can work in India, get a very good job, or if you have done CFA, you can get a very good job in India. For CPA, it is these CPAs are generally hired by Big Four accounting firms, the companies which are having subsidiaries or parent listed in USA. The salary is in line with Indian Chartered Accountants. So it is around 8 to 10 lakh rupees in the initial year of your career. Okay. For CFA, median salary is around 9 to 12 lakh rupees after clearing all 3 levels. So without work experience, after clearing all 3 levels, or with very limited amount of work experience, you can expect to earn, let's say, around 10-11 lakh rupees. But the candidates, what they generally do is they clear level 1 exams, start working, and while working they prepare for level 2 exams and clear it, and while working they prepare for level 3 exams and clear it. So by the time they complete their level 3 exams, they have approximately 2 years of work ex and CFA qualification. So this generally boosts their career. But if in case you don't have much work experience or very or almost negligible work experience, still you can expect to get paid around 9 to 12 lakh rupees. Okay, so this is the truth about median salaries. You are not going to get paid the way CPAs and CFAs are paid in US or Singapore or Dubai. That kind of salary is not given to Indian candidates in India. If you go abroad, you can go with these courses. You will be paid very differently. Now, what is the conclusion of this video? Should you go for CPA or CFA? And the truth is, I cannot decide it for you. See, these are not substitutes for one another. Though fee structure is almost similar, 4 lakh rupees. Initial salary is almost similar, around 8 to 12 lakh rupees. But these are very different streams of career. If in case you are interested in accounting, auditing, taxation, basically a transaction, once it happens, you record it, analyze it, decide this tax implication. That's the job of CPA. But if in case you want a career in which you are trying to predict the future, a forward-looking career, then you can go for CFA, right? This is the nature of accounting, that it is backward-looking. This is nature of finance, that it is forward-looking. And both the careers are really, really rewarding. You need to decide where your heart is. See, if in case you have confusion whether to go for CPA, CFA, or maybe some other course, maybe you are comparing it with, say, MBA as an option, please make sure you defer enrolling for any of the course. explore more. See, otherwise you will repeat the same mistake that you did in your graduation or post graduation, because following your friends or listening to your relatives or someone else, you enrolled for a course, then you regretted that this is not the course for me. So now is the correct time. Explore before enrolling. I'll say explore before enrolling. Okay, so this is my clear-cut guidance to you. I cannot decide it for you, but I can help you to explore more. If in case you want more information on CFA or finance side of things, we have lots of videos available on our YouTube channel. Please feel free to explore them. Okay, now thank you for watching this video. I hope we were able to add some value to your time and help you to take a sensible decision that will help you to make good career. Thank you for watching this video. Until next time, bye bye.